So when I lost my fan in 2021, I started looking at what I should do to be able to feed my family. Because as at this time, I was married and I had a child. So it was not just about me, my life alone, but I had someone else to take care of. And my source of income was agriculture. All my investment, my money, everything, I put it in agriculture 100%, which I've already made a video and I say, look, if you're starting out in business, be it agriculture or paid employment whatsoever, it's not wise for you to just have one source of income. It's a grave mistake I did. I had nobody to tell me, look, you don't have to. So all the money I've gathered in my life, I invested in one sector, agriculture. So when my business had a challenge, financial difficulties, I had no source of income coming in for me. And if only I was alone, it would have been better, because as a guy, I have a few friends who I can go squat with. I will not pay house rent. I will be able to feed, manage with them. I can sleep under a bridge. But when you now have a wife and you have kids to take care of, it was a very terrible moment for me. So I was looking at how to restart, because when I lost everything, I was looking at what can I do that I'll be able to make money. Remember, I was owing a few debts here and there that I needed to clear. And people you are owing, they can sympathize with you for maybe a few days, but they need their money too, because they did business with you. So why I'm making this video is to help someone, or let me say share what I am doing, or how I restarted my business back again, so that it will help you, because I know you are currently in a very big financial trouble. You're owing maybe 1 million, 2 million, 10 million, 100 million, depending on how much. Someone reached out to me and he told me that he's losing his mind. I say, what is the challenge? Say he's owing 10 million naira, and because of that, he has to leave the company, the business, because the business failed, and he picked a paid employment, and he's earning 400,000 every month. It's a sales business, or let me say a sales job, and he's paying 300,000 to service the 10 million he's owing. But because he's not owing one person, many times he will not be able to service everyone. Then people reach out to him, threaten him, drag him. And you know how the Nigerian police work, or let me say how the police in our country work. When you're owing someone and the person takes you to the police, what they need is how you pay that person. They don't care to hear anything, no matter what you speak. And if you're unfortunate, the person is more wealthy, is richer than you, influential than you, they can even lock you, send you to prison straight. I've been to prison. I was sent to prison by a woman that was owing, that my company was owing. So she took me to police. They sent us to court, and the judge did not say anything. There was no judgment. No, like nobody asked me. I think the only thing they asked me was that, are you owing this woman? I say yes. She did business with my company. This was a challenge we had. This was the solution that we brought to be able to settle this. The judge say, okay, thank God that you say yes. I say no, I can't say no, because I am not a criminal. I didn't set up in business to defraud anyone. So this happened, so I will not be able to hide it. The judge say, okay, that was the only thing they asked me. I was there with my lawyer. They didn't ask my lawyer anything, nothing. So the judge just wrote all what they want to write. The next thing I heard was that I'm going to prison. That was all. I was moved, I think that was on a Monday morning. I was moved from there direct to prison. Straight. No any other thing like, okay, when are you paying her? Or no, nothing. So while I was there, I spent a quite number of weeks, because the only solution was that I need to pay. And I didn't have the money to pay. And I told them both that, see, if you keep me here for 5 years, I don't have any business I'm doing. So even though I'm owing her, it's less than 2 million naira. If I have a business I'm doing, I will service the debt. I can even give you guys time and say, okay, I'll pay you maybe 200,000 or 500,000 3 times or 4 times, and I will pay. but I don't have any business I'm doing. So how am I going to do? I was in prison, my family came, do one or two things, and I left the prison. We are still in court till today. So what I'm trying to say here is that I've gone through the challenge you're passing through right now and how I restarted my business. I asked one of my role models, some of you already know him, John Obidi. So John Obidi made a post on Instagram on this link that he would drop, ask me any question. So I asked John Obidi that for someone who is owing a lot of people due to business failure, how am I going to come out and restart my business again? The first thing he wrote was that you have to forgive yourself and then communicate with these people and restart again and pay them instrumentally. People will forgive you when you start. That was what he told me. I've lost the screenshot. I screenshot that reply. He said, first thing, forgive yourself. So if you're watching me right now and you're in debt, you're owing millions, or maybe you might be owing 10,000, but for you that is very big. I was speaking with someone who told me he's owing someone 400,000. I laugh. I say, Baba, you're owing 400,000. We are owing billions. So your own is very like a small pin. If I'm owing 400,000, I will not be. If I'm owing you 10 million, I will not fear. 10 million is not that too big. But what of someone who is owing 4 billion, 5 billion, hundreds of millions of dollars? How would that person come out of debt? The first thing is you have to forgive yourself. I know how debt works in a brain. It will make you not to even be productive. And it is only when I entered debt that I understood properly that making money is a brain work. Making money is not stocking bears and selling those bears to make money. The reason why you were able to stock those bears was because you were thinking, your thinking faculty was 100% right. You were stable, your mind was stable, your soul was stable, so you could think of ways to generate income. So when you're owing people money and you feel guilty, you will not be able to think. I was in that state for more than 3 years. I was not looking at ways to make money. All my head was that you are failed, you are a failure, you're owing people, you're a criminal. You know, one of the most difficult things for me was that during the time I was owing people, or what led to me owing people, was that I received money from people, different people, to invest in agriculture, which I did sincerely with my heart, which I'm proud of till today. I can say it with confidence that I never collected 1 naira that I'm doing agriculture and I invested in maybe crypto or another business entirely. No, all my money was injected in agriculture. I'm very proud of that. I never used the money to buy cars to flex. I did not. But at the end of the day, when that business failed, I was now looking at what can I do to be able to pay people, because I now saw myself as a failure. Because I purported that I'm an expert, I can manage the business, I can make profit, and I failed on my promises. Nobody gave me the promises, so I was the one. Just like you watching me right now, nobody gave you the idea. You were the one that took the business plan and submitted it, and the person provided the money for you. You saw how excellent, how beautiful the opportunity was for you to make quick money. The person that gave you money is not at fault. You made the promise, you made the proposal, now you are feeling guilty. Guilt is one thing that can destroy you forever. You will never come out of that debt. The Bible is very clear on this. For some of us who are Christians, we know this. If you're guilty of yourself, you will not even be able to pray. You will not even be able to come to God. So you have to first forgive yourself. So I saw that, I said, look, many people who did the same kind of business, or let me say the same model I used that time, they already planned how, maybe it's like they knew their business would fail. So many of them bought properties outside of Africa. Some of them bought citizenship outside of Africa. So when their business failed in Nigeria, they jackpot. But me, all my life, nothing. I was running my business. I've never traveled outside of Africa. Let me say Nigeria as at that time. I had money to go to any part of the country that I wanted to go. First class, I could fly, pay any private jet I want to pay, I will rent. But I never, because I saw that as waste of money. My own is that let me build my business. From the profit, my factory alone is going to generate. I can use that money to go to any country, buy citizenship in any part of the world, have a double passport. So all my goal, I invested, I poured my life into that business, my health, everything, and it failed. So I was guilty of myself not even enjoying. Sometimes I was like, if only I use this money to enjoy, maybe buy cars, build a beautiful house, I would have been comfortable. But I never did all of this, and I'm still in this trouble again. And people that are owing, they don't understand this. They say, no, you use the money to flex, and I can't defend it because the money is not there. So if you're in that state, the first thing you need to do is to forgive yourself. So when John Obidi told me this, I said, okay, I need to forgive myself. So what was the forgiveness? Yes, I have failed. I have made the wrong choices, the wrong kind of investment, but there is a way out of this. I don't want to see how much the money was. I wrote all the debt that I was owing on paper, very big, but I kept it aside. Now I'm looking at how can I come out of this. So when I sat, I was calculating. I said, look, the only and the easiest way to come out of debt is by sales. I can only come out of this debt or come out to start making business or building a farm back if I make sales. And what can I sell? So I was looking at ways. In fact, I've even said it before. To a point came where I say, I will not be able to face the public again. My name has been damaged. My image has been damaged. I've been tagged a fraudster, so I can't come out to face people again to do business. So let me learn how to trade cryptocurrency. So one of my friends bought a cryptocurrency course for me from one of the top crypto traders in Nigeria. A very good guy. He's making good money from crypto, from Forex. So my friend bought the course for me. I didn't have the money. I think the course was 35,000 or so. He bought the course for me. They added me to the Telegram channel, gave me all the videos. So my job was to learn and be trading. So the idea was that since I could just sit in my room to trade, I will not have to go and meet someone who will then check and say, oh, you have a history of fraud. You won't defraud someone or you scam. So there will be nobody like that. I will just be quiet life in my room. Nobody will know me again. But I'm not that. I'm a star. I'm a city on a hill. So I cannot be hidden. Like some people can be hidden, but not me. I can't say I will live a quiet life somewhere else. God has designed me not to live that kind of life. I'm sent into this life to transform, to build people. And I can't do that in secret. The Bible says you cannot lit a lamp and cover it. It's foolishness to do that. I've been lit. God lighted me many years ago. It's very difficult for anybody on anything on earth to heal me now. And I will not be the one that will do that. Likewise, you. The reason why you took that step, you did that business and it failed, is because God put it in your heart. The only thing is that you lack the knowledge, the skills to do it. That is the reason why the business failed. It is not because of bad economy. It's not because of the bad presidency. Those things are there. But the major issue is that you lack the knowledge. And so I knew that the only way I could come out is by making money. And the only way I could make money is by selling either a product, physical product, or a digital product, or my services. So what I did was that I said, look, I need to come out. So I have a good followers on Facebook as at that time. So I started posting on Facebook. I made a post and I said, okay, I have yam. Since I'm from Benue State, I'm selling yam. If you need Benue yam, you can send me the money. I will send the yam to you. So I made that post. I was afraid of making the post on Facebook, so I made it on my WhatsApp status. Now, shockingly to me, some people that I was owing, for some of you who follow, if I call some of them, you will know, they ordered the yam and they paid. I was like, but I'm owing this guy now. Is it that he has forgotten that I'm owing him 2 years ago I've not paid him. They bought the yam. They sent the money. They were not even scared of, this is the guy that invested that he did not pay me. So how am I sure if I... No, they paid. They paid. And I supplied the yam to them. Some people bought again. I started making sales. I think in a week I was able to sell up to 500 pieces, tubers of yam, using my WhatsApp, because I was scared of posting it on Facebook. Because each time I post on Facebook, some of you follow me, you still see some of those comments. Someone can just come and say, this scammer, you are owing me, you are owing my father, you are owing my mother-in-law, and you are owing my wife, my husband. People drop those kind of comments on my Facebook. So I was like, how am I going to do? So one day, all the people that I could buy on WhatsApp, they are bought, they are finished. So my market was not moving again. Now, when I started doing that, I started making small money. I could take care of my needs. I couldn't buy gas, 2 kg gas, because there was no money coming in. So sometimes I will go and borrow gas. And I will promise the woman, madam, I will pay you maybe letters in the evening. So, and I say, okay, I can't remain. WhatsApp alone will not give me the sales. Because if you forgive yourself, then you need to take care of yourself. That is another step. You are forgiving yourself, but you need to also take care of yourself so that psychologically you'll be balanced to make money. You will never be able to make money if something is wrong with your psyche. If something is wrong with your thinking, your brain. That is the reason why many people are poor, because of their mindset, how they think, their mentality concerning several subjects in life. So I posted on Facebook that I have Benue yam for sale. Some people bought. Some people came out to criticize and say, you're owing me. Now, people were like, okay, if he's owing you and he doesn't do business, how is he going to pay? So I continued posting. I made some of the sales. People bought a lot of yam from me, and I was able to feed. Because as a man, currently you're watching me now, you're owing, and you have a family. They need to feed. If your wife, your kids are not being well fed, you can't even go out to think properly to do business. So I saw that if I make 1 million naira now, it's not to go and pay the person I'm owing. It's to make sure there is food in my house. It's to make sure that my wife, my kids are comfortable first. It's not like you being selfish. That is the only way for you to be able to think when you go out there to do business. I shared it on my Facebook. So during those times, I had a small car. So I said, oh, since I don't have any business, my farm flood, I've washed everything, I lost all my pig, all my bears, let me start using this my vehicle for taxi. I've never done taxi before. So I took my car. I will go out in the morning. The first day I went out, before 12, I was able to make like 17K as profit after buying petrol. This was around 2021, 2022. So I was very happy that, okay, so if I can save even 17K every day, this one is not bad. I'll be able to feed my family, and I will not borrow. I will settle some 1 or 2 debts easily. So the money started coming in, but after like 3 days, I stopped because I checked. If I'm driving, my mind is not on the wheel. My mind is thinking about someone. Like I was thinking, I was going extra. So I knew that if I continue with this driving job, I will do accident and kill not just myself, but many people that maybe might be in my vehicle. So I stopped. I gave the vehicle to someone else. So what I'm trying to say here is that I had to forgive myself. And then when I forgive myself, I started making sales. I came out. So you're owing someone does not mean you should be in hiding. When I first went into debt and I was not able to pay, one of the biggest mistakes I made was to isolate myself. I picked myself because I was scared. I was not confident enough to confront the challenge I'm facing. My friend, what you don't confront, you cannot win. The problem you don't confront, you cannot have a solution to it. So I was scared. But when I started to say, okay, look, I have to come out. Because out of sincerity, I did not scam anybody. I did not misuse this money to flex myself. So the only solution is for me to come out, start doing my business, forgive myself, and then be confident enough to face everyone I'm owing. So now if you call me, I'll pick. Then when this thing happen, I off my phone. Because I was not calls that will come in a day, insult, messages. So when I listen to those insults, it was weakening my spirit like every day. Words are powerful. Right now, people are insulting you, calling you a bad man, and I help you. Now you disappoint me. And you know you have tried everything not to disappoint the person. I know all of this is very painful. You disappointed the company or the bank or anybody you're owing. It was not intentional. And now the person is trying to reach out to you and you isolate yourself. Maybe you off your phone. You say, don't do that. I did that mistake. Now, if I'm owing you $1 million, I will not off my phone. If you call me, I'll pick. If you ask me to come and meet you, I'll come. Because the highest thing you do is to kill me. And the best thing is for you to allow me to work and pay you. So if I'm sincere and I can prove to you that, look, this money, this is the business I did, the business went bad. But give me time. Allow me to do business. Don't take me to court. Don't take me to invite EFCC in this issue and all those things. Allow me to do business. Many people will accept. Some people that was owing, what made them to even start dragging me or shutting me down? Because I was not reachable. The truth of the matter is that I was not confident enough to face it. I was ashamed of myself. What will I say? Because when people call you as you're owing them, they want to know when you pay them. And my business fail. This one, they will now ask you, okay, so when are you going to pay me? Honestly, I had no answer to that. And that was the reason why I have to off my phone. Because this person calling me now, he's very okay. He's comfortable. He's calm. He now asks, okay, Mr. Denison, when can you pay me? I don't have any date. I understand how embarrassing that is. Sometimes some people will force you to even just give them a date. And that will add more pressure to you. And when that date comes, you have not even earned the money to pay again. Now you have doubled the lie because they believe it's a lie. So the first lie that you promised to pay them back after 3 months, you did not. You promised to pay next week. Next week passed, you did not. It's very, very embarrassing. Very, very tough. I've been there. It was very difficult for me. But when I came out and I say, look, yes, I'm owing you. When I owe my phone, people call me and say, yes, sorry. I apologize. I was not comfortable, or let me say confident enough to tell you this. But this is this. This is this. Give me so and so time. Allow me to do my work. I'll pay you. Some people started telling me, don't pay again. That money, just forget. I understand. Many people told me that when I was owing and my business was in trouble, people called me to tell me my money. Don't worry about the money. Just cancel the debt. But not everybody will do that. So what I'm advising or sharing with you who is currently going through financial challenges, you're owing your landlord, you're owing so many things because your business has failed. Be calm. Don't rush to come out. I remember when someone reached out to me, one of my boss, a very good guy, very good man for that matter, told me that I should give him a proposal of what I want so that he can fund it. So I remember writing one thing like that. Nowadays, he did not fund that business. So nowadays, I settled down and I say, this is the reason why this guy did not give me this money. If only he gave me that money, I would have added more debt to myself. So you're already in debt. Don't go and borrow another money to come and pay this debt. You'll be in more debt. The faster you're trying to come out, the more you're entering inside debt. And when I was in debt, what did I do? That was the best time for me to reflect. I remember one of my girlfriend, she told me, Mr. Denison, there is a book I want to recommend for you. Buy it and read. So I could settle down, read books, listen to motivational speech of people who have failed in business. To know that you're not alone. If I don't tell you all of this, you'll be thinking I'm the only person owing. The money you're owing is very tiny compared to how much I'm owing, compared to how much this next person is owing. When I read Making It Big by Femi Otedola, I knew I was just seeing myself. I love the book so much. Why? Because I see myself in the book. I see how sweet my business started, how I was expanding, how money was coming in, how people were respecting me, people that were bigger than me, worshiping me. I was feeling on top of the world. Everything was fine. I saw that my intelligence was super, everything. And when all of this failed, the same people that were looking up to me became enemies, insult me, did so many bad things. That is happening to you. It's not new. When I read a $10 book, I knew that, so if only I saw this book those years, I would have been more confident than how I was. I would have been able to stand and confront my debt. Maybe I would have paid the debt within less than 1 year. But I ran away because of fear, because of guilt. Remember the story of Adam and Eve. When they disobeyed God, the first thing was guilt. They were ashamed. They ran and hide. God said, you don't have to do that. They would even be the one to go and report to God that, please, God, please, have mercy on us. You told us not to eat this thing, but we have ate. Have mercy. Maybe God would have forgiven them. We don't know. But they first ran. So don't run away from the people you're owing. Forgive yourself. Start making money. Feed yourself first. Take care of yourself first. You are the most important asset, not the person you're owing. Sadly, you have to rank yourself above the person you're owing. The person is not bigger than you, because without you being alive, healthy, sound, you can't pay. A madman will not be able to pay debt. Take care of yourself. Eat well. This thing I'm telling you is difficult. I know it. There was a time I was not able to eat for days. I was not fasting. Food was not entering this mouth. I lost appetite because I was checking what kind of job will I do to be able to bring in this kind of money to pay this debt. I'll ask myself, how many years is it going to take me? I'll ask myself so many things that practically it is impossible for me to pay the debt. And I was getting depressed the more. It was by God's grace that I didn't fall into chronic depression. So please forgive yourself. Tell yourself you are not the only person in debt. Come out. Come out of that hiding. Face people one-on-one. If it means you going to prison, go to prison. I went to prison. I went to police cell. Because that was the only way out for me. I couldn't run. Where will I go? If I run to UK, one of my friends that is in UK was telling me recently, I think a few months ago, he was telling me that there was a day he went to work in UK in a train. So he was making a call with me concerning debt, what I'm doing, how we try to get out of debt, how to pay our money. And this Nigerian girl was there in the train listening to him. So when he was done, the lady now asked him, they started talking. So he said, do you know any guy called Denison? He said, yes. He said, that boy is owing me. He said, yes, I know him. He was even the person I was speaking with. He now settled down to explain, because someone that know me very well, all this ranch, some of you that know him. So he started explaining to the girl the background story that I was not confident enough to tell people that I was owing. What happened, the challenges. The girl was like, I never thought of this. Oh, this is how the thing was. I didn't know. So many people that you're owing don't even know the true story, because you're not confident enough to face them, to tell them this story. The girl was angry, boiling in UK that I defrauded her. But when my friend explained to her in detail, she was like, I never knew. Hey, sorry for the guy. Oh. I pray that God will restore him. The same people you're owing, if only you're bold enough to be sincere. If you have useless the money, tell them. Because for some of you, honestly, you took the money and used it for mundane things. Now you're in debt. But say the truth. That is the only way out. The Bible says it's only truth that can set you free. Sometimes you just have to say it. Yes, see, honestly, I collected this money and I rubbish it. But please, give me so time. I'll pay. So, all I've said here, number one, forgive yourself. Other people will forgive you later. Forgive yourself. Come out and do sales. That is the only way for you to make money. Through your sales, someone can reach out to you to say, okay, I've forgiven you of the debt, or I will give you money to pay the debt, or you earn money to pay the debt by yourself. Now the next thing is that speak to the people you're owing. Don't be scared of them. I was, and I'm telling you, it's not good. Don't run away. Don't go and hide. Don't relocate. Run and go and hide somewhere else. And isolate yourself. Be reachable. That is what I'm trying to say. I was not reachable because lack of confidence. Be reachable. They will insult you. They will call you names. They will threaten to take you to police. They will maltreat you. You might go to prison. It's the sacrifice of entrepreneurship. So be bold enough, my friend. You're not the only person. It has damaged your integrity, your credentials. But there's no problem. At the end of the day, if you pay the money, even if it's after 10 years, you have paid that money, many people will be shocked that you still pay. And they will be happy, willing to do business with you. Like I say, the people I was owing bought from me. Because they were business people and they knew that, look, the only way this guy will even pay me this money is if I patronize him or if he makes sales. So they bought from me. So come out, my friend, leave that isolated area and face what is in front of you. No matter how long it's going to take, you come out of that debt. Thank you so much for watching. I remain Dennison, your billionaire farmer.